Hello friends, Bill Hobson here, and I think I know exactly what you're looking for when it comes to putting together your next great golf getaway. You want variety. You want something that matches your eye, or if you don't mind the comparison, meets your taste test. Well, you're in luck because today we are bringing you to one of America's great golf destinations, the Gaylord Golf Mecca, where, just like here at the Chocolate House, there is a little something for everybody. So stick around. We are about to have a really delicious and fun time.
Welcome to Michigan Golf Live Television, celebrating our 20th season of shining the spotlight on the best places to stay, play, and enjoy the greatest game on earth. Stay connected 24/7 to MGL on Facebook, Twitter, our weekly radio show, and podcasts on the all-new FOREGolfersNetwork.com.
All right, friends, don't be alarmed. You have indeed tuned in to a golf show. But we have a point to make. Hi there, Bill Hobson here, and welcome to the Gaylord Golf Mecca, where there are three key words that we really want to focus on over the course of the next few moments: variety, choice, and quality. Much like when you come behind the counter here at Crave and put together your own pizza. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of a meat lover sort of a guy when it comes to pizza. I don't really know what vegetables are for. So I'm going to put together what I would consider to be my perfect combination. You know, that same principle really does apply when you come play golf in the Gaylord Mecca. There's a different kind of course. There's a different difficulty of course. There are different budget levels of courses. For whatever it is you want to do, however big your group may be, you can completely customize your time here. So as I now prepare to see how this pizza turns out, let's get started on our tour of the great golf courses in the Mecca. Up first, we head over to the classic Michaywe Pines, where Judy Mason has some thoughts about the history and longevity of the Gaylord Golf Mecca. We'll have a little pizza later on. You think about 35 years in this unique gathering known as the Gaylord Golf Mecca. What does that mean to you?
You know, it means a lot to me because I remember I was younger when it came together, and it's, you know, over 3 decades of community working together in the industry, cooperating like the leaders do at the different facilities. It's something that we're, as a group, very proud of. So we're competitors that work very closely together, and it works for us. If we're busy and we send golfers to another facility to try it out, variety is what people come up north for, and we understand that here. And we have such a great variety of golf courses with, you know, different attributes that keep people coming back to the area to try different courses each year.
Well, another bomb down the middle by Judy. And, you know, as we celebrate the Mecca's 35th anniversary, it's also a special time here at Michaywe. Half century.
It is, 50 years. We're going to celebrate all summer long.
Okay, what does that mean to you as the one who's kind of the face of this place?
Well, it really means a lot to me. I've been here for almost a couple decades now, and we really we have a team here that feels like this is our kind of home away from home. So we're proud of 50-year anniversary.
You know, 50 years ago, I already know the answer. There's no way they dreamed up of robot caddies following us down the fairway, but it's another indicator that Michaywe's a great walkable course too.
It is a very walkable course, very playable. The tempo walks are a blast to take out if you haven't done so. You walk carefree, your caddy follows you 4 feet behind. You can't ask for a more enjoyable way to play golf. We're very proud of our conditions, and we're going to keep working every year, every day to keep making it better and better here.
Well, happy anniversary to all of you in the Mecca, but happy anniversary to our friends at Michaywe. A half a century in the game, celebrating golf and life here in northern Michigan. I love it, so celebrate well.
Thank you.
The course is always in beautiful shape. It's a lot of fun. There's some real challenging holes, especially for a guy that, you know, if you get the bogey golf, I'm happy. So it's, if you're a championship player or if you're a bogey player, you can have a good time on this golf course.
Came to Gaylord a lot and just kind of by accident stumbled into Michaywe. And we drove there and said, my God, this is just a beautiful place to live. It's residential, but it's not. It's very woodsy. And the thing that really drew us to Michaywe is this kind of a community feeling. I mean, there's homes and there's lots of activities. There's just tons of things to do here. It's a great place to live.
What's special about the Mecca to you?
You know, I think, number one, it's a close-knit group. It's important. They do a lot of great advertising, not just for golf, but for the hotels and the other things that happen in Gaylord restaurants and so forth. And it's a much broader brush as opposed to what Otsego does. You know, we tend to be more focused on what Otsego needs when we focus our advertising, whereas they're a much larger scope. If you look at Mecca to us, it probably sell around meaning the other courses, 500 to 600 rounds for us a year, which is not insignificant, the number of rounds we sell. And, you know, a fair amount of, you know, people that I know, you know, jump around to different courses and, you know, play one here, they'll go to Treetops, they'll go to the Natural. So, I mean, I just think it's a great enhancement to what any golf course in this area would do. And there's a lot of great golf courses, Traverse City and through there, that we had to compete against.
Well, that's a key component of the Mecca's, I think, staying power is that the quality of golf is so good here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
as part of that mix, we have Otsego Resort, and we of course think about the Tribute, the logo on your shirt, as being one of the hallmark golf properties in this entire region. How special is that Tribute?
Independently, we were voted number one last year. But I mean, it's just a great track. The elevation changes. You know, I and my wife are building a house on number 3. You know, so we're very inclined to, you know, really like the Tribute. Not just because we own it, because it's just a great view, great track, great elevation changes, that type of thing. And the course, like you said, new to this, but the course is in great shape, not just because we own it. I'll say 4 years ago, it was not the greatest, but today the guys have done a great job and it's in great shape.
I don't think many people realize that it's NBC commentator Gary Koch who designed the Tribute. He doesn't get a lot of credit for the work that he did with this property because this is a vast piece of property.
Yes, the whole property is 940 acres. The Tribute sits on about 650 of it.
Wow.
It's a vast piece of property that it sits on. We like to say you can't see any of the other holes except for one when you're golfing them. So it's nice.
I was 15 years old when the Mecca started, so it makes me start to feel a little older every year when I hear those anniversaries about the Golf Mecca, and it just amazes me how good the Golf Mecca is to last for 35 years, as all properties are owned by different entities and they're still working together as a team, which is the way golf is supposed to be done up here.
And there's no way the Mecca survives if the golf isn't really good. I mean, that's a
Exactly.
key part of this equation, right?
Yes, I mean, one thing that we really pride ourselves on is all the courses in the Mecca are great golf courses, really good shape. We want everybody, when they come up here, to have one of the best golf experiences they can have, and I think we accommodate that very well with the Golf Mecca.
So just a few minutes outside of town is this beautiful property called the Gaylord Golf Club, and it's been your home forever. What is it about this course that draws so many golfers?
We just have a great collection of holes here. I mean, for every ability of golfer to play, we've got it from about 6,900 yards all the way down to 3,600 yards.
For somebody who's never been here, how do you describe the golf club?
It is a golf course for any type of golfer. I mean, if you're a beginner, we now have the orange forward tees, which just moves things along a lot faster. And if you're really good, we have the backward blue tees, and those are, oh heaven, help me get to it, you know. But so it's really a golf course for everyone. The front is more open, and the back is a little more challenging. So it's got something for everybody.
So Annette, you live right behind number 6 here on the golf club.
Yep.
And if I'm on the front of that green and the hole location's in the back of the green,
Yes.
I'm spending a little bit of quality time in your backyard.
You are, and we're probably watching you too.
Are you making
Oh.
fun of me from the kitchen?
No, we actually, both my husband and I, we love golf, and we watch a lot of golf, and so it's fun to watch everyone try to make the putt up the hill, and it's one of my favorite holes, just because, not only because we live there, but it is a challenge, especially when you're on the front and the pin's up high in the back, or even if the pin's down in the front, it still is, it's a difficult putt.
We are just getting started on our tour of the great golf throughout the Gaylord Golf Mecca, and as you may have noticed, we're mixing in a few restaurants along the way. This is the Alpine Tavern's Brick O' Fries. Can I get you some? I've got about 7 pounds to spare. Back after this. Welcome back into the show as we continue our tour of the golf life, food, and fun you can have in the Gaylord Golf Mecca. Up next, we're visiting perhaps the best known part of the Mecca, that being Treetops Resort with 81 holes of golf, a brand new pro shop, and as Barry Owens will tell you, an appreciation for the longevity and the national reputation of the Gaylord Golf Mecca.
You think about it, and as you go through it, I don't think it sometimes really registers as the years continue to click by, and when it really begins to register is when you realize how many of these organizations have disbanded. And, you know, because it's tough. You know, you've got competitors trying to work together, and, you know, the theory is a rising tide rises all ships, which is so true. I mean, if we're fighting each other in Gaylord here, then we're not winning. You know, we got to do stuff together, and we're still fierce competitors, but, you know, and I got to give a lot of props to Paul Beach now in his office, because, you know, he's been running it since day one, and that says a lot. He's understood the history and knows where he wants it to go in the future, and gets buy-in from everybody, and, you know, needless to say, we don't always agree, but we always agree that the organization's important and that we need to keep marketing and pushing forward and telling everybody what we've got here.
There aren't a lot of people who were part of the Mecca from day one. 1986. Right. I was just a senior in high school at that time.
Yeah.
What do you remember about the beginning of this unusual and unprecedented coalition?
You know, the first thing that comes to mind, Bill, is I'm thinking, man, 22 golf courses, I think, back then, are all going to work together.
Never going to happen.
Exactly. You know, we're all not struggling, I wouldn't say, but man, we all want our own business. We all want our piece of the pie. And how are we going to share this stuff with our town, so to speak? You know, and I think, you know, maybe myself a little bit skeptical about it. How's this going to work? But boy, I tell you, here we are 35 years later, and, you know, still going strong and just having a great time working with everybody.
Everybody in America has heard of the Gaylord area of northern Michigan. So how have you seen the quality of golf improve?
You know, it's funny you say that, because I think of that often. And I think of, if you look at the types of golf courses that we have in the area, if you want a country club style course, if you want a course where the layout's wide open, if you want a course that has lots of water, if you want a course that has lots of bunkers, lots of fairway bunkers, if you want scenic views and undulation and up and down and all that stuff, we have all that here in Gaylord, which is a great point, because I've always told everybody that, you know, what's really a great course to me might not be to you. So you have to go play that course on your own and form your own opinion, because that might be a great course for you. And which I think we have that in Gaylord. You know, there's so many different types of golf courses that the guests can come and experience, and then once they play them all, they can develop their own favorites, and then we see them as return customers.
Before we head to our next featured course, as we drive through downtown Gaylord, everybody says you've got to stop in Mary's Steinhaus and sample the German chocolate cake. So here we go. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's legit. We'll see you next at Indian River Golf Club. I'm going to be here a while. We roll into the friendliest club in the north. I believe I have that correct, right?
That's correct. That's right.
What do you remember about the first time you got to see the course in acceptable conditions?
So, you know, I'd been in Michigan a long time, and I had always heard it's a nice course, but I had never played it. And then when I finally got to play it, I understood why everybody liked it. And that's what we say. We say it's the friendliest club in the north. We also say everybody loves Indian River, because it's just a fun course, player friendly, and it's just really a good, nice layout.
Did you get a chance to kind of see a little bit of every style of golf here? You've got a a little stretch where it feels almost like links golf, and then you've got the wooded northern Michigan aspect of it as well. You've got quite a variety.
Yeah, well, that's right. Like the original 9, like I said, was on this piece of property behind us. It was kind of the prairie design like they used to do, and when you see some of the old pictures, you really get that sense. That was kind of the, you know, the old prairie design that they used to do. But then as we added holes, we modified it. They modified it, the 9, and got back into the Northwoods. And then when we added the second 9, it really, every hole is right through. It gives you a Northwoods, just a real corridor type of feel.
How does Indian River enjoy being part of the Mecca?
It's a great cooperative. We know that, you know, the more people we can get up here in northern Michigan, the better. You know, it's a great thing for the visitors that want to come up, because they've got quite a selection of golf courses. Like you mentioned, there's really old traditional golf course like ours and Gaylord Golf Club, and then of course we got the Treetops and, you know, the big resorts around. So there's quite a variety, and it's just, we really do work together well, and it just makes a great thing for the touring player, because they just have so much opportunity to play different places.
Here at Indian River, on those days when you finally can get out of the pro shop and get a golf club in your hands, what is the favorite, let's say, 3-hole stretch for Corey?
Most of the people do enjoy the back 9 if they have a favorite, just because it is isolated there in the corridor woods. But I really like kind of 12, 13, and 14 is a nice par 5, par 3, and par 4. So it works, and it goes around the back corner back there, and the farthest away from the clubhouse you can get. And one of the reasons I like it is my first round out there, I've only played about 18 holes this year, but I played my first 9, I got out on 13, made a hole-in-1. So I was going to quit for the year right there. That's my first round, but I've played again since then.
No wonder that's your favorite stretch.
Right, yeah.
That's what makes it the friendliest club in the North.
Right,
you can make an ace anytime.
That's right, yeah.
Since we joined Mecca, it's other people have gotten to get to know the club a little bit more, so it's been a lot busier. I think our street play has been doubled. This is a place to have fun.
So the moniker of being the friendliest club in the North, that's accurate.
You know, I don't really like the saying that much, but it is accurate. You know, it really is. It is a very accurate statement, and from the staff all the way to all the members, you get along with everybody.
It's a manageable course for both guys and gals, and it's a challenging course if you want it to be.
And that goes left right about there, I'm pretty sure. I'll tell you what, friends, it is fun to play golf here at Indian River Golf Club, but make sure you take a few extra minutes and figure out these greens, because they do present a challenge. In fact, I need a couple of minutes just to figure out this putt on 15, so we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue our celebration with the Gaylord Golf Mecca on the northern side by sliding across the highway into Onaway, and next up we showcase Black Lake Golf Club. But not until I make this putt. Welcome back into the final few moments of our showcase of golf and life and food and fun throughout the Gaylord Golf Mecca. I kind of wish the show was longer, because we don't have nearly enough time to show you all the great restaurants and all the incredible entrees like we're having here at the Big Buck, nor do we have the time to take you to every Mecca golf course. But there are some wonderful destinations in this area that you won't necessarily see in today's show. For instance, in Lewiston, there's Garland Lodge and Golf Resort, home of 4 championship courses, a fantastic restaurant, lodging options for every size group, and a tremendous variety of packages that you can choose from. Or we can go over just west of downtown to Lakes of the North, located on that western end where you weave through some classic northern Michigan pines and wetlands. Then there's the Jerry Matthews Classic, The Natural at Beaver Creek. And then we come to our final stop on this Gaylord Golf Mecca tour, taking us up I-75 to exit 310. You go east for about 25 minutes, where you will find the beautiful Reese Jones masterpiece Black Lake Golf Club. That's also where you will find my friend Nick Awney to give us a bit of an overview of that spectacular place. Every time I come to Black Lake, I'm reminded of what a special place this is, and you see it day in and day out. When somebody comes here for the first time, what's their experience like?
Well, hopefully it's awesome, and that's what we try to deliver on. You know, we've got this great golf course here designed by Reese Jones, and you know, it's a beautiful piece of property which offers golfers all types of challenges and vistas and views.
I have said for a long time that if location were a little different, this could easily host a considerable professional tournament. I mean, this is a championship test of golf if you're all the way back.
It is. It plays over 7,000 yards, but it's a fair 7,000 yards. And if your ability is not at 7,000 yards, we've got different set of tees for you to play from. But it's a challenge from each set of those tees. The bunkering around here is spectacular. One thing I'll say about the United Auto Workers is they've always invested back into the golf course, and you can see that every time you play. The conditioning here is always top rated.
One of the things that's always caught my eye is that no matter what set of tees you choose, there's a challenge.
Oh, absolutely. Regardless of where the bunker is going to be placed, or you're playing in a place that's carved out of natural woods. You know, the green complexes are phenomenal, so there's strategy of where you need to hit onto the green. It's just the yardage you need to pick. So if you're a 15, 20 handicapper like me, I'll move up to the whites or silvers and play there and have a great time. But if I'm playing with my son, he's on the tips and shooting a 79, so he enjoys it as well.
You've spent a lot of time, a lot of years, making sure everybody's aware that this is open to the public. You don't have to be a member of the UAW to play it. It's just that's the origin story of the course. So let's drive that message home.
Sure,
again.
yeah. This course opened in 2000, and because it was part of the UAW complex up here with the Education Center, it opened with the notion that you had to be a UAW member to play here. While we encourage our UAW members to play here, it's always been open to the public. We encourage open play. You can book a tee time on a Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, 4th of July, or whenever. And there's great rates and great value here.
So this is, as we said earlier, this is a challenging course, but it's also one of the great draws in the Gaylord Golf Mecca. We've got this collection of competitors that have formed a coalition. And I think over the 35 years, one of the cornerstones has been quality golf. And certainly Black Lake fits into that. So you hear Mecca 35. What's that mean to you?
It means a long time. It means great partnerships. It means great value. Meaning that whatever golf course you play at, you're going to be taken care of very well. And one of the things that the Mecca has developed over the years that I've been associated with it, through Paul and our partners, is that it's the partnership. It's that we may not get you this time here at Black Lake, but we know you're going to go have a great experience at Michaywe Pines or at Treetops, and we'll get you the next time you're back up north. As long as one of our partners are always delivering great customer service, great course conditions, we may see our course maybe next year or 2 years down the line. So it's important to us as a group, no matter where you play or stay, that we take care of you.
From a service standpoint, guests who come to Gaylord to golf, whether it's 2 people or 32 people, they can be overwhelmed by all of the choices. How does the Mecca team kind of help guide them through that?
Part of our marketing has been our packaging program and the ability of our lodging members and our lodging properties to be able to book tee times, to be able to be welcomed at courses in partnership, to be able to do unique and authentic golf packages based on what the golfer's needs are. And they're really experts and they're really good. And so when you want a golf package and you come in and you want to stay for, say, 3 nights and play 4 rounds of golf, our member resorts and properties can book that for you. You pay them. It's easy. They know the courses, so they can ask, maybe what your handicap or what your preference for the level of your group, and they can put you in a place where you're going to have fun.
Over the course of the last 30 minutes, we have seen a lot of really, really good golf courses and enjoyed a great deal of really good food. In fact, pretty much everything except for cheesecake and a brownie sundae, so we'll take care of that here in the next couple of moments. And your assignment is to take care of putting your plans together to come enjoy the Gaylord Golf Mecca. Just go online to GaylordGolfMecca.com. And whether you have a group of 2 or 32, this town, this area, and its golf courses are ready for you. So we'll see you next time in the Gaylord Golf Mecca after I take care of a little cheesecake and then do a whole lot of working out in the coming days. Thanks for watching.